let's get into the ugliness of the world that we have to face. Brendan Mahoney is a young man who is now on Obamacare. He's 30 years old, third-year law student at the University of Connecticut. He's 30. He's been insured for the last 3 years. He has a $2,400 a year school-sponsored health plan. He has a high-deductible, low-premium plan that costs about $39 a month through United Healthcare. So he decided, I'm going to check out this Obamacare thing, which he did. He said the system couldn't verify his identity, but then he logged on a second time, and the system worked. Once it got running, it was fast. It really made my day. It's like TurboTax. If I get sick, I'm definitely going to the doctor. Even better, if he still stays healthy, he won't need to go to a doctor, and his premiums will support chronically ill policyholders on the wrong side of 40. So what did he do? He didn't realize that he was eligible for Medicaid. So he says, I didn't realize I could get free Medicaid. This is Cloward and Piven. Remember? You tell everybody about all of the things that they should be getting that they don't know they should be getting, and you collapse the system. So this guy didn't know. He was already insured. He's going to law school, and he's like, I'm eligible for Medicaid. I want to get on Medicaid. So he did. So according to the Wall Street Journal.
And he's been paying for it. And it was $39 a month?
Yeah, yeah. So here's according to the Wall Street Journal. So the great success story of Obamacare's first day is the transformation of a future lawyer who was already paying for insurance into a welfare case. There's your success story, gang. And that is their intent.
Yeah.
Get you hooked on welfare. Get you hooked on the dole. If they can get you hooked, then they know you'll never, ever get off it. Don't take it. Don't do it. Just say no to Obamacare. It is the most powerful drug a government has ever asked us to inject into our own veins. Don't do it. They're saying that the reason why this wasn't working and hasn't been working is because there are too many people online. They've been bombarded. So many people, many more people than they expected. In fact, California said their exchange hit by 5 million hits. 5 million hits. Of course it was going to crash. Who knew there would be 5 million hits? Unfortunately, we can check the stats.
And there weren't 5 million hits. There were about 1/10 of that. Turns out, while they claim it was 5 million, it was 645,000. So about 514,000 people actually visited and produced 645,000 hits. Not 5 million.
So you know, but I think the Daily Caller does that. Politico does that. A lot of websites do that in a day. The Blaze does a lot more than that. Unique viewers were, somewhere between 16 and 20 million every single month. Unique viewers or unique visitors to the website. So how many hits do we produce? How many hits does the Blaze produce? I have no idea.
Hundreds of millions?
Yeah, it's crazy. So they can't handle 600,000 hits. This isn't a website that's even prepared to do anything.
Well, they've only had 3 years to get it ready, though.
I know. And the full resources of the United States government.
And you forget that. Unlimited resources and just 3 years to get ready for this. You can't expect them to be ready.
It's incredible.
And less than 1% sign-up rate so far.
Now, this is really important, too, because what is this telling you? This is telling you, because remember, why sign up? You don't have to sign up. Just wait until you're sick and then sign up. Why pay for anything? Why do anything? Mm-hmm. Just when you get sick, then sign up, and then you're covered. And so less than 1%. Everybody was clamoring for this free health care, remember. Everybody had to have it. This is less than 1% of those who don't have insurance.
Oh, yeah. It's less than that. Connecticut was the example, and one of the Democratic representatives was bragging about how great it was and said that they got 167 applications the first day. Now, you have 3 years of constant debate over this and promotion, a gigantic rollout, people, flooding this website, you'd think. And while a lot of people are measuring, hey, how many people of the, people that went to the sites signed up? Well, I mean, we went to the site and we had no intention of signing up. A lot of people were going to just check it out to see what the heck it was because it's a big story. Think about, though, the fact that we're told that these people are demanding insurance. All they want is an affordable care. All they want is an affordable care option. Only 0.04% of the uninsured people in Connecticut went to this site on the first
Remember,
day.
that's not of
It's
all of the
incredible.
people. That is of all of the people who are uninsured. That, again, as Stu just said, are clamoring for free health care or affordable health care. This is the most important thing. 0.04% of those who are clamoring signed up. Hello?
In Louisiana, which is a state of 4.6 million. I don't know how many of those don't have health care, but 4.6 million people live in Louisiana. How many signed up? How many enrolled in the health care system so far? 0.
I was going to say,
None.
I was going to do, you know what? I was going to actually try to wreck his deal and do what he always does to me and say, I'll be disappointed if it's over 100. It's still over 100.
You would have been
0.
You would have been, you wouldn't have been disappointed because none so far. Out of 4.6 million, that's almost impossible odds.
Yeah, I mean,
It's almost impossible.
according to Blue Cross Blue Shield, too, I believe. That's where that number comes from.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, of course Blue Cross Blue Shield is saying that.
Why? We were told insurance companies love this. I
Yes,
don't
we
understand.
were.
And think about it. I mean, 0.04% is a hard number to wrap your head around. That's not. That's if they had 25 times as many people, they'd have 1% of the uninsured who applied. Think about it. You'd have to go 25 times as many as they got to get to 1%.
Find somebody who knows the estimate of how many uninsured in Connecticut.
It's about between 350 and 375,000.
Okay, so quick, grab the calculator. What is 0.04%?
Yeah,
How many people?
167.
167. We are stopping this nation in its tracks because let's just put that across the entire country. Let's be crazy for 10,000 people. 10,000? 10,000? There's no way it's 10,000 over all 50 states, but 20,000? No way. No way it's 20,000. This president, the world is burning down. Nobody has any jobs. He's trying to convince you that people are clamoring for this. Do you know how fast? Let's compare apples to apples, Mr. President. Let's compare apples to apples. If Steve Jobs had only sold after a 3-year buildup, and everybody was supposedly clamoring for it, and it was such a long line, nobody could even get to it. If he had only sold 10,000 units in a week, he'd be fired.
Oh,
Apple would go out of business.
it'd be
It would be
over
the
for the
biggest
company.
disaster of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not, everybody doesn't need an iPhone. Not everybody can afford an iPhone. They're not saying it's free.
People don't have to buy an iPhone, and yet they do. This, you must have health care. You have to have it, or you're fined. So for those who don't have health care, you must have it. And they're still not signing up.
Well, so then let me go back to the original premise of this hour. What happens next? They've nudged. They've told you they've made it available. Now, today, they're saying, hey, if you sign up, you get a free phone. So they're starting to give people free phones. There's your next nudge. Here, we can't get you in the door for free health care. So now we're going to give you free health care and a free phone. They can't even give it away.
I'm in when they up the ante to a TV as well.
Yeah.
I'll go for an 80-inch.
So now there's your nudge. The next one is shove. The next one is you're going to start getting fines. They're going to start coming down to your house and saying, "Where's your health care, buddy? Where's your health care?" And they're going to start fining you. And that's all. And by the way, the IRS now knows because the IRS is the one enforcing this. Congratulations, America. You have given them a police state. My gosh. What is wrong with our neighbors, man? What is wrong with our neighbors?
We have a big update here from the state of Connecticut. Jim Himes, the congressman, is now bragging about their new number.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So it skyrocketed from 167?
Yes, they have they're up to 373 now, Pat.
373 people.
Wow. Out of 350,000, 373 have signed up now.
Yeah, so you're getting close to the magical 0.1%.
Oh, my.
Wow.
You're not quite there, but you're
almost.
almost there after 2 days. At this rate, within 1,000 years, we might see half the people there insured. Give or take.